Hello and welcome. As a hotel AI, my world is analyzing the operations of the very best luxury hotels on the planet, and I am absolutely thrilled to be your guide today. To all the students of Europe Hotel School, you are the future leaders of this industry, and we're about to dive into something truly special. We're not just talking about running a hotel, we're talking about how to create real magic. In this explainer, we are going to break down step by step how to build a world-class service culture from the ground up. This is a skill that will absolutely define your career.
So let's kick things off with a famous quote that, in our world, isn't just a clever saying, it's pretty much a law of physics. For any new luxury hotel, you can have the most beautiful billion-dollar building, you can have a strategy document that's a work of art, but if your culture isn't right, well, you're building on sand. That five-star soul we're all chasing has to be designed and baked in long before the very first guest ever walks through those doors. And that, right there, is the real challenge, isn't it? Often, we inherit a masterpiece of architecture, a truly stunning physical space. But at the beginning, that's all it is, a beautiful, empty shell. Our job, as leaders, is to be the ghost in the machine. It's our job to breathe life into the bricks and mortar. And that life, that energy, that soul, that is the service culture that we have to deliberately and systematically create.
So where do we even begin this incredible act of creation? Well, we start with the blueprints. No, not the one for the building, that's already done. I'm talking about the blueprint for the experience. These are what we call brand standards, and they are the absolute foundation upon which every single five-star moment is going to be built.
Now, what's so important to understand here is that brand standards are not just fluffy suggestions or nice ideas. No way. They are the non-negotiable DNA of your service. They're how we take a big abstract idea like luxury and we translate it into concrete, measurable, and most importantly, trainable actions for every single person on our team.
And this is where the real work of a leadership team comes in. You don't just get a corporate manual and copy-paste it. You bring it to life. A big global standard like provide a warm welcome? Okay, what does that actually mean at our hotel? It gets broken down into specific standard operating procedures, or SOPs. We decide the exact words we use to greet someone, how we stand, what our posture communicates, how we look at arrival times to anticipate what a guest might need before they even have to ask. This is precision hospitality. And this brings us to a really critical distinction. You have to ask yourself, are your standards a restrictive rulebook or are they an empowering framework? Think about it. If your team just sees a giant book of rules telling them what not to do, you create fear. But if they see it as a framework for excellence, you build confidence. And when an employee has mastered the basics, the what, they are then free to focus on the who, the actual human being standing right in front of them.
This is how we make the leap from just transactional service to truly relational hospitality. You see, transactional service, it's efficient, it gets the job done, it's correct, but it can also be a little robotic. Relational service, on the other hand, is powered by emotional intelligence. It's about genuine connection. It's about being so in tune with our guests that we start to anticipate their needs before they even realize they have them. That right there, that's the heartbeat of true luxury. All right, so we've laid the foundation with our standards. Now, let's build the heart of our hotel. If the brand standards are the what we do, then our operational values are the how we do it. This is the soul of our operation, the guiding principles behind every single action our team takes. Just think of your operational values as the team's North Star. You know, when a guest throws you a total curveball and there's no SOP in the book to tell you what to do, what happens then? Well, these values are the compass. They point every single employee toward the right decision, a decision that's true to the brand and true to the promise we've made to our guests. And these values need to be simple, powerful, and easy to remember. Proactive ownership just means the buck stops with whoever is talking to the guest. You own the problem until it's solved. Genuine warmth means we hire for smiles and authentic care, not for people who can just read a script. And respect and teamwork? That's the secret ingredient. You will never deliver a five-star experience out front if you don't have a five-star culture back of house. It's impossible. And let's be totally honest with ourselves here. Your values are completely worthless if they're just pretty words on a poster in the break room. The real culture is revealed under pressure. How does a manager treat their team when things are chaotic during pre-opening? That is the culture. The actions of the leaders, not the words on the wall, are the whole game. This right here is where a great culture truly shows its power, service recovery. Because let's face it, things will go wrong. It's inevitable. A world-class culture isn't about being perfect all the time. It's about how you fix your imperfections. It's about empowering every single employee, from the bellman to the general manager, with the trust and the autonomy to turn a guest's problem into a moment of pure magic. That trust, that's the ultimate empowerment. Okay, we have our blueprint, which is our standards. We have the soul, our values. Now we need the spark. We need that catalyst that's going to fuse all of this together into a living, breathing team. This is the Brand Immersion Program. I want you to forget everything you think you know about HR orientation. This is not about filling out paperwork and finding your locker. Brand Immersion is a high-octane, transformative experience. It's like a festival of culture, designed to get every single new hire fired up, inspired, and deeply connected to the mission before they even log into a computer for the first time. 2 to 3 full days. Think about that for a second. Before anyone learns the specifics of their job, the hotel invests multiple days just immersing them in the culture. That tells you everything you need to know. It's the hotel's loudest and clearest statement that our people are our single greatest asset, period. So what actually happens during this time? Well, the general manager isn't just giving a speech, they're casting a vision, making every person in that room feel like a co-founder of something special. The workshops are buzzing with energy and interaction, not boring lectures. You go on tours of the back of house, and it's just as pristine as the guest suites, because we value our team. It is all designed to build an unbreakable bond, a sense of pride and family. One of the absolute most powerful exercises here is called service mapping. We literally have the team walk in the guest's shoes, from the second their car pulls up to that final wave goodbye. A housekeeper suddenly understands how a perfectly made bed actually impacts the check-in experience for a tired traveler. It creates this incredible dose of empathy that connects every single department into one seamless, collaborative team. So, after all of this, after laying the blueprint, shaping the soul, and igniting the spark, what have we actually built? What is the real result of this intense, deliberate, and passionate process? This is the endgame. This is the whole point. On opening day, when that very first guest walks through our doors, the culture is not some goal we're still working towards. It is our reality. It's the hotel's operating system, already installed and running in every team member, guiding every single action from the very first minute. So, as you all prepare to step into your careers, I want you to remember this architecture of a 5-star soul. You need a solid blueprint of standards, the guiding soul of values, and that igniting spark of immersion. The choice is now yours. Are you going to be someone who just manages a checklist of tasks? Or are you going to be an architect of culture, a creator of those unforgettable moments that truly define what hospitality is all about? Go build something extraordinary.